So you can take a fresh sheet. If you have run out of sheets, we'll draw those lines again. We do not need all the lines. We need some of them. I'm continuing. So Delhi line from here, this, remember this, the Pathankot from near Jaisalmer, remember this part of Bangladesh. So here we go. Now, this point, this is Pathankot. Okay, this point is Pathankot. Once I have Pathankot, this from Pathankot, this is the vertical Delhi line, this one here. In between somewhere, so somewhere here, this is Dharamshala. So I'm renumbering all the entries, okay? This is number 1 now, and this is 2. 1 is Pathankot, 2 is Dharamshala. And Dharamshala is said approximately midpoint of this line. A bit northeast from Pathankot, okay, somewhere here, this is Dalhousie. If I move from this border, so this corner and come here, this is the place Keylang. So 1 is Pathankot, 2 is Dharamshala, 3 is Dalhousie, 4 is Keylang. But all of this is Himachal Pradesh. And Keylang, you also approximate as Bara-Lacha Pass. Pathankot is Punjab, yes. And Pathankot, we will also approximate as Theen Dam. Theen Dam is on river Ravi. Theen Dam is also called Ranjit Sagar. Pathankot, we can also approximate as Pong Dam. Is actually a bit southwards, but we can approximate Pathankot also as Pong, Pong Dam. Pong Dam, now Theen or Ranjit Sagar, this is on river Ravi, but Pong Dam is on river Beas, and Pong Dam is also called as Maharana Pratap Sagar. So Pathankot is, okay, don't confuse Maharana Pratap Sagar as Rana Pratap Sagar. Rana Pratap Sagar, this is on the Chambal system, Rana Pratap Sagar. This is Maharana Pratap Sagar. Point number 4 is Keylang. Say you move from this corner, on this vertical line, you get Keylang. And Keylang is also Bara-Lacha. It's also a mountain pass. Now, let me quickly revise. How do you write about this? Same idea, okay? The format is same. Format is talk about the region, talk about the location with respect to some cities or towns nearby, with respect to some river if possible. Talk about the area's physiography, climate, vegetation, and the human aspects. So if you asked about Pathankot region, Himalayan region, the foothills actually Pathankot. If you know about Punjab, Pathankot region is the Terai region. This is the Terai region, Pathankot. Pathankot very near Ravi and Beas river. Pathankot very near Pong Dam, very near Theen Dam location. Physiography, talk about plains, foothills. Climate, typical western Himalayan type of climate with bit of extremes because your foothills mein, not really mountains. So talk about the summer hot conditions like in Punjab, but not, okay, like Delhi extremes. Human aspects, Pathankot agriculture, Pathankot as gateway towards Kashmir. Once you know Pathankot, all the highways towards Kashmir go through Pathankot. Pathankot, Jammu towards Srinagar. And Pathankot is also an important industrial region because of the dams that we have here. Otherwise, Punjab does not have much industries. Pathankot has some extensions of the Punjab industries. So, based on this format, you try writing about all of them. So, if they ask you Pong Dam, okay, Pong Dam, so mention the region, foothills of the Himalayas. This is the, part of Ravi and Beas basin. Okay, talk about it is near Pathankot. Pong Dam is on river Beas. Talk about the climate. And Pong Dam, wherever we have a dam, don't forget to mention, it's also generally a lake and a bird sanctuary. You can bluff this point across almost all dams. Wherever we have got dams, there will be a lake and a bird sanctuary. Mention that. And finally, move on towards human aspects. Yes, conservation, Ramsar site, wetlands. If they are lakes and bird sanctuaries, they generally are wetlands. They may or may not be covered under Ramsar Convention, okay, but they are wetlands. Baralachala is a mountain pass, and this is in the Great Himalayas. So the Great Himalayas pass, remember, I just now drew this. So it passes something like this. So Great Himalayas, this is the mountain pass here. And from here, okay, this is Kullu-Manali. So the travel routes from Shimla towards Leh, this is Leh here. This happens to be Shimla. And this here is Kullu-Manali. So if you have a mountain pass here, Baralacha, so the routes Shimla, Kullu-Manali towards Leh, it passes through the Keylang region. It passes through this Baralachala. Kullu-Manali, you also, so if I'm numbering 4, this is 5. Kullu-Manali, this is 5. Kullu-Manali, you can mark together. And this is also same as Rohtang Pass. And Kullu-Manali also same as Solang Valley. You have river Beas passing from this part here. Okay, so river Beas more or less originates here, then goes like this, more or less, turns then southwards. Kullu Valley is Beas Valley. So about Khardungla Pass I was discussing. So I was discussing Baralachala. So Baralachala is along the connectivity of Shimla, Kullu-Manali towards Leh. This is Leh. And this Keylang region, Baralacha and Keylang region, this is also source streams of river Chenab. There are 2 tributaries here. Kullu is on river Beas. This is 6, Shimla. So I was discussing this area, which is Keylang and Baralachala. This is the head streams of river Chenab. And the 2 rivers you can remember, the 2 rivers are Chandra and Bhaga. These 2 are head streams. They originate from near Keylang, from near Baralachala, and they ultimately become the Chenab river. So it's something like this. This is river Beas. It comes down and ultimately it joins Sutlej. So Sutlej, it originates from Raka's Mansarovar Lake, and ultimately it goes, so it's something like this. Okay, so this is the river Sutlej coming from here. This is river Beas. It comes and joins Sutlej. And this is river Chenab. Chandrabhaga is, they are head streams. They are not glaciers. They are small streams, source regions of Chenab river. So you know about Pathankot, you know about Keylang, you know about Kullu-Manali. Kullu is a river valley, Manali is like a hill station, and near Kullu-Manali we also mark Rohtang Pass and we also mark Solang Valley. Okay. Next, number 1 I said was Pathankot, number 2 I said was Dharamshala. So now something about Dharamshala. 6 is Shimla, Kullu-Manali both at 5. Dharamshala is a hill station. Dharamshala on Dhauladhar mountains. Dharamshala is also the Tibet parliament in exile. Dharamshala you also approximate as MacLeod-Ganj. From near Shimla, this is Sutlej. Dharamshala is also MacLeod-Ganj. MacLeod-Ganj is a monastery, Buddhist monastery. It's on the Dhauladhar range, Tibetan parliament in exile. The next, Dalhousie. Dalhousie is just a hill station on Dhauladhar, nothing much to add there. And yes, you can add that, of course. The Dharamshala region is also Kangra Valley. This is, the Kangra Valley is nothing but the Beas Valley in this part. It's called as Kullu Valley in Kullu. Otherwise, it's called as Kangra Valley along the foothills of Dhauladhar. And once you have Shimla with you, a bit northeast of Shimla, say somewhere here, this is Mandi. Okay, this is number 7. Northwest, this is Shimla here. A bit northwest of Shimla, this is Mandi. Mandi is an important industrial center of Himachal Pradesh. A bit northwest, this is Mandi. So number 7, you can mark it as Mandi. This is an industrial region and very important for cement plants. Kullu is also Great Himalayan National Park. Mandi-Bilaspur is the corridor. Okay, so Bilaspur also has and Mandi also has. It's a corridor. It's not one place and all centers are there. So when I say Delhi industrial region, it can mean Delhi, Faridabad, Gurgaon towards Ghaziabad, towards Moradabad, so towards Muradnagar, it becomes a corridor. So Mandi-Bilaspur region is the industrial region, the industrial corridor region. You can add Manali has hot springs, yes. So we have taken care of some of these Jammu Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh entries. So fine, let's call it a day today.